The blue line making its way out of the station. Our setting tonight, Boston, Massachusetts. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, hump day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the Washington Wizards. Hello, everyone. With Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from our Hall of Famer on the sideline, David Aldridge. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Grizzlies. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
You know, for the Wizards, they've started out slow. It's not for a lack of want to. It's just the way the roster is composed. They have as many questions on that roster as they have answers.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, for Bradley Beal, it all started with his shot. His mom was a great athlete in her own right, and she coached him. By age 7, he was making high school range threes. He said, "I just run from arc to arc. I loved it because you knew you had to guard me all the way out there. Everywhere I went, it was shooter, shooter. My name became shooter." Kevin, it still is.
It sure is. Thanks, David. We've got a terrific front court matchup tonight. Chris, you were the prototypical 4 when you played. Who was the toughest power forward you had to defend?
Okay, well, I'm going to give you the same answer I always have. When I was in the West Coast, any given week, this is who I had to guard in a week's time. Tim Duncan, Garnett, Nowitzki, Rasheed Wallace, Robert Horry, it's Karl Malone. That was all in the West Coast, and I think I played in the golden era of power forwards, and so I would just say put all their names in the hat, pick one out, and that's who was the toughest, because it was like that every night.
Hall of Famers, including yourself. And now Washington's starting group. Beal and Miles out on the perimeter. Howard is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Smith in at the 1 spot. And for Boston, Brown is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Horford is out there with Baddest 1, and it's White in at point guard. 4 on the shot clock. Tatum, that's for 2. Beal pulls it in. Here's Washington now. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
So we're going to say they're going to be familiar with each other, huh? But even so, these teams will learn about each other tonight, so much changes from year to year.
Brown kicks to Horford. From deep. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Horford's got the first 3 points tonight for the Celtics. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Washington. It's a 3-point game. And he banks in the layup.
Working on his interior game, Smith Jr. is very aware he has what it takes to score from there.
Here's White. 14 points from him the last game against Dallas.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
Well, how about the quickness of that release? Brown just draining that catch-and-shoot jumper with ease.
Smith with it. Pass to Howard. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Boston the other way. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
But you also got to give credit to the offense, too. I mean, they exploited every hole they saw in the defense.
And it's denied. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Al Horford. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 13 points a game last season. 6 rebounds and 4 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities 100%.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
And these are shots Kuzma will take all day. He's very confident in his ability to score.
White the pass to Tatum. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Wizards trail by 4. Pass to Howard. Kuzma kicks to Howard. The Wizards working the ball around now. Beal, the pass to Howard. The pass to Kuzma. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And that one, good.
An all-around player. Kuzma is very solid at finding his guys in their spots.
White against Smith. To the inside, Horford. He can't get that one. Excellent D from Howard. Miles, the pass to Beal. The three. Here's Howard. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
Here's White. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's stolen by Smith. And Beal kicks to Howard. Good, and it's Beal picking up the assist.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Oh, yeah, difficult finish, but if you expected him to back down, you got to think again. Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
And, you know, you don't hear a lot of talk about it, but Brad Beal is one of the top shooting guards in our league. The scoring, the playmaking he provides is really right there amongst the elite.
That three off the mark.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Washington's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And Beal about a 25, 5-5 player last season, Greg. Most would agree that that's star-level production.
Those are Hall of Fame-esque numbers. I'd put him up there with Klay Thompson and Jimmy Butler. Fantastic scorer who does it with strong efficiency, and he's only getting better.
Smith against White. Kuzma brings the double team. Outside Tatum. Back to Horford. Just 5 to shoot. It's good. Horford's got 5 points so far.
And every year, Horford becomes a little bigger threat offensively, and that time against good defense.
Smith, the pass to Beal. Back to Smith. Launches it. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
We've seen Bill evolve as a playmaker, including how he spots his open teammates.
It's taken away by Smith. Oh, and here comes Smith all alone.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
It's stolen by Smith. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And Beal kicks to Smith. Outside Beal. Here's Kuzma. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 3 assists now in this one.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's banished one. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Smith, the pass to Beal. He feeds it to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Love the aggressive mind state. Howard showing how authoritative he is inside.
Celtics trail by 7. White the pass to banished one. Horford against Kuzma. Horford dishes to Tatum. Pass to Brown. Now here is Horford. 4 on the clock. This one for 3. And it's Brown missing. White against Smith. Puts it up. He shoots again. Good on the bucket. 8 points for Dwight Howard.
Oh, this first quarter couldn't be going much better for him. 4 for 5 from the field to get things cracking.
Here's baddest one. Howard down with both hands.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Now here is Smith. He's got 9. Outside, Beal. From deep three-point range. Rebound, Boston.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Now Smith after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Smith, no good. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
He gets it in there. And now it's only a 5-point Wizards lead.
And Brown is just utilizing his athleticism yet again. I mean, this time from the interior, though, but just sinking these close-range shots.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still isn't enough.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Robert Williams, he's checked in for the baddest one. Gallinari comes in for Al Horford. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Brown. And Smart subbed in for White. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Hachimura, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Brown comes in for C.J. Miles. Quinn Cook's checked in for Beal. And Smith subbed in for Dennis Smith. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That's his first foul.
Yeah, and Brad Stevens credited for the culture he's helped establish in Boston. But last season, though, that took a hit. Now we'll see how he responds to that adversity. It's going to be interesting to see.
Stolen by Smart. Pushing it up. Here's Gallinari. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And now just a 3-point Wizards lead.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
Smith against Smart. Here's Howard. That one a little long. Chris, Coach Stevens was candid after last season. He said he could have done a better job finding that fit and holding a standard for the team.
Well, you like seeing that. If a coach has to hold his players accountable, then he must first hold himself accountable. And the front office was quick to dismiss that notion, but not so many fans. There's no panic in Stevens, though. I like that. He's a steady hand through it all.
And here is Brown after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Great D that time from Tatum. From outside the arc. Rebound by Smith.
Well, their goal on D is to not give him any clean looks from long range.
Passes it to Hachimura. To stop the drought. The shot's good. And the Wizards lead by 2.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
Now here's Smart. 14 points from him the last game against Dallas. Here's Tatum. Kept alive. Williams. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here is Howard. 8 points for him. Here is Cook. It's over Brogdon, and it's good off the back rim and in.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, so far both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end, but we got a lot of game left to play.
Now, here is Gallinari. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Dallas. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Smith kicks to Cook. Cook pass to Hachimura. Over Gallinari. Here's Howard. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
The Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Mahimi's checked in for Dwight Howard. On defense, the Celtics. Smith the pass to Mahimi. 5 to shoot. Here's Cook. Second chance shot. The shot by Mahimi, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's Williams throwing it down.
What I really love about this kid, Williams he's physical, he's explosive, and yes, he plays above the rim. He just brings that nastiness to the game.
Lets it go from deep, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Man, you see this so often, league-wide, ending the period with a 3-point attempt.
Back right after this. One of the most dangerous scorers in the game, Bradley Beal spoke about the trust Coach Scott Brooks has in him and his teammates.
I think the biggest thing is he's still young, so he tries to think he's still hip. He keeps up with us a little bit, but he grants us a lot of freedom. He allows us freedom on both ends of the floor to be leaders.
Ellen Beal trying to grow as a leader and a star. Has to love that.
Yeah, and Brooks known for developing good relationships with his players. He pushes them, but he gives them a lot of praise as well.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, Jay, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
Marcus Smart is out there with Brogdon. Then it's Williams. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Williams at the 4. That's the Boston 5. Now here is Smith. 11 points last game. Mahimi down low. He's against Williams. The shot by Mahimi, no good. And so it's Williams who brings it up with the Celtics.
And with all their rangy wing defenders, the Celtics are well suited for the modern game.
Oh, yeah, they make it tough for opponents to get clean looks on the perimeter, GA, with their defense. I mean, it's a strong defensive team also because of the competitors that they possess.
Now here's Williams. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And that's terrific D by Hachimura. He's shown he has the strength and length to match up against almost anyone.
Drops in the tray.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Gallinari outside. Brogdon outside. Shoots a fader. Here's Williams. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
When Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Now here is Smith. Now the pass to Cook. Here's Hachimura. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Here's Hachimura. Over Williams. Here's Smith. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, Kevin, the resiliency of Smith is something you have to admire. He's bounced around the league, but has finally become a valued rotation player.
And now a chance to see the former Demon Deacon Ish Smith in action. Has been in the league for a while now and played for several teams, and he's a veteran through and through.
And that one misses. And when you have Ish Smith on your team, you know he's going to give you scoring off the bench.
And Smith not exactly great at any one thing, but the whole package is solid for a reserve. As long as you can make the right decision and just run the offense, that'll get you pretty far in this league.
That one misses. The Celtics have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Smart on the wing. Over Mahinmi. Smart misses. The Wizards have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Cook, the pass to Mahinmi. Over Williams. The Wizards with another miss. The Celtics with the lead. And it's Brogdon off the drive. And it's good for 2. Brogdon's got his first bucket of the night.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Pass to Hachimura. Wide open look. Hasn't it Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the open man.
Now, here's Brogdon. Banked in off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Cook, the pass to Mahinmi. The dish now to Smith. Back to Mahinmi. Over Williams. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Facilitating from the inside. I mean, that could be a valuable asset from any offense.
Brogdon outside. And finished off by Williams.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Wizards trail by 4. Smith kicks to Brown. Passes to Hachimura. Cook dishes to Smith. Smith drawn the double team. Here's Hachimura. Mahinmi trying to get open. Hachimura no good. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices.
2 shots.
And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. First free throw is good. Chris, there are guys that talk a lot of trash on the floor. You played against some legendary trash talkers. Who stands out in that area when you think back to when you played?
And I tell you what, the 2 guys that are on my mind, they definitely could have talked trash with the best of all time, and that's Pat Beverly. We've seen what he does. He just keeps coming and coming and coming. And that guy, Day-Day, yeah, Draymond Green, the one that plays out there in Golden State. Oh, yeah, he has a mouth on him, too. I think you heard him.
And when you played, who was the best trash talker back in your day?
By far, Larry Bird and Gary Payton. Those two guys would talk trash that so much that you would get entertained into their talking and be like, what are you going to say next? I'm having a good time out here. It was always in fun, but trust me, they always wanted to stick that dagger into you, too, while they were talking.
You couldn't hide a smile either. They start getting you going. You could not hide a smile.
I couldn't, and that was my thing. I talked trash while I was smiling, so maybe no one else knew what I was saying but you. But those guys, they keep you laughing out there. They talk trash about you, themselves after they missed the shot. They would talk themselves down or talk to a fan that was talking to them. So it was always entertaining. The best trash talkers talk to everyone, not just to their opponents.
Out of Wheeler High School in Georgia, Jaylen Brown was ranked second in the class of 2015 after Ben Simmons. All the powerhouses came calling. He went the unexpected route, choosing UC Berkeley.
On the free throw, no good. And Cal Berkeley, not the biggest basketball program in the country. So, Chris, what led Brown to go there?
Well, former NBA All-Star Sharif Abdur-Rahim, another Wheeler High alum, took the same path. Look, Kevin, both of them welcomed the intellectual challenge. Now, Sharif, not only could he hoop, but now he's the president of the G League. And Jaylen Brown, he's the vice president of the Players Union.
Here's Brown after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Shoots over Beal. And it's Brown missing.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Kev, for all his scoring talent, Kyle Kuzma, he wants to be more. I mean, he's working to round out his game. He's growing as a defender, rebounder, and a playmaker.
See Webb last season, Kuzma making strides as a passer and as a defender.
Oh yeah, Kevin, that's because Rajon Rondo got him in the film room. Rondo! I mean, he improved his recognition, his rebounding, still an area to work on.
The first one falls.
Well, Coach Scott Brooks has seen success in the past, respected coach who has won Coach of the Year, but the heat is on in Washington.
Yeah, he hasn't had great luck here with the Wizards. I mean, new management this year might be evaluating him. I mean, he could be a make-or-break season for Brooks.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And Kyle Kuzma, a late pick in the 2017 draft, but he's shown that he's as strong a prospect as any.
Yeah, flew under the radar as a prospect, but came in with a very refined game and was an impact player early on. Has already started to expand his game. Should see an even bigger role as he develops as a player.
Here's Smith following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Smith. The Celtics have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. White, good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now Beal. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
And he had 2 blocks also, don't forget. I mean, it tells you what kind of presence he was for him at both ends of the floor.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. And a change for the Wizards. Howard's checked in. Here's White. He kicks to Tatum. Here's Brown. And ooh, he just jams it right over Dwight Howard. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. This is toughness that Brown exudes on a nightly basis. He's skilled at staying in control in difficult spots.
And for Jaylen Brown, part of the challenge last season, especially with the return of Gordon Hayward, was meeting the high expectations, Greg, in a reduced role.
Competition for minutes, and then early on, he struggled. We all see the potential, but it's really about seizing the moment every time you're on the court.
That free throw good from Brown. While the NBA is entertaining, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. You don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest, to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for Jason Tatum. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged 15 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Now here's Beal. And taken away by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Basket good. And now an 11-point Boston lead.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his pass.
Beal, the pass to Howard. Back to Beal. They need this. Unable to get that one. Now Boston takes it the other way.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Horford has a wide open look. Offensive rebound. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
For Boston, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And that one misses.
Well, the Wizards last year, I mean, they struggled on defense. We saw that, which was a big part of why they missed out on the playoffs. Now, teams know it is a weakness, and that's something they need to address. This team knows it.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Here's Baddest one. He's got 6. Yep, that one goes. Baddest one's got 8 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Chris, with the Wizards and their lack of defense, last season it showed up in the numbers.
Yeah, Kevin, they were second to last in effective field goal percentage against in the league. I mean, that just didn't challenge shooters inside and out. No amount of offense can make up for that.
Trying his luck from deep. And it's Miles with the rebound. Wizards trail by 12. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Miles. Kuzma inside. Guarded by Horford. That was shot fake there. Got the D out of position. He's got 7.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
White against Smith. Horford. And finished off by Horford.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
Here's Kuzma following the bucket by the Celtics. Miles, that's good.
He's not their first option too often, but he can hit the three when he's on.
Boston leading by 9. White the pass to Baddest-One. Kuzma against Horford. Outside, White. And it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the league's most feared rim protectors in the league.
And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. And Kuzma slams it in.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass.
Here's Baddest-One. He's got 8 inside and finished off by Brown.
It's amazing. The development of Brown as a scorer, and he's an exciting two-way talent. He's showing us all that tonight. Well, last season, the chemistry for the Celtics, well, to put it nicely, it was lacking. I mean, they had friction over playing time. Players pointed fingers. Marcus Smart said it. I mean, they weren't together.
That free throw good from Brown. And Chris, just an uneasy silence in the Celtics locker room last season. The bench really not celebrating plays. How do they regain that joy?
Yeah, Kevin, it's so tough when you don't have good chemistry. I think you start with putting the team first. And leadership, it starts with being a good follower. It starts with sacrifice.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Boston leading by 8. The pass to Tatum. 1:06 left here in the second. Got it from 16 feet. Tatum's got 7.
Wow, nice touch on the mid-range there. Tatum's a player who scores everywhere on the court.
Smith the pass to Beal. Back to Smith. They get a hand on it. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
An exceptionally polished scorer for his age. Tatum's lethal from the perimeter. I mean, I think he better come up with some different ways to get his points tonight because the 3, not one of them, ain't working.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, and it's because of the looks they're getting. Their offense is creating some great opportunities.
There's 25 seconds left now here in the second. Beal the pass to Howard. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. 5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Smith, and the jumper is good. Smith's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And done it in a variety of ways. When Smith starts to feel it, boy, he can torch you off the drive as well as with the jumper.
And so it's Boston looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you're in a good position here at the break. What do you tell your team to make sure they don't let up?
Well, I don't think it's about letting up or playing better. It's just playing the right way. We just have to play good basketball. And we talked about it before the game. That's our goal going into the game. That doesn't change no matter what the score is. So that'll be the discussion at halftime.
Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Jaylen Brown. He ended up with 17 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch. Barbecue chicken alert. Make good entry passes. That led to some good looks, obviously a lot of points. When you control the paint area, you control the game. I was the master of controlling fight paint. Shaquille O'Neal.
Kenny, what's your take on Washington so far?
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Oh, you're so right, Greg. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Wizards trail by 13. Taking a look at the Wizards. Beal and Miles out on the perimeter. Howard is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Smith in at the point. Now here's Beal. Back to Smith. Beal against Brown. Looking to end his cold spell. Beal can't get it to go.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Tatum kicks to White. Here's the floater. Washington with the rebound. And here's Miles. Misses from short range.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Well, last season we got a glimpse of what a Bradley Beal team looks like as he led the way for the Wizards after Wall went down.
And really, Beal took it upon himself to kind of keep this team moving forward. And it was his best season to date. Career highs in scoring, and also was creating more for his teammates in Wall's absence.
Tatum on the wing. Three-pointer. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got rebound number 8 now on the night. It's Miles on the wing. From about 19 feet, kept alive by Washington. Howard can't hit.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Smith against White. Smith the pass to Howard. And stolen by Tatum. Teardrop shot. And there's the nice layup by White. White's got 8 points.
An 0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
Pass to Miles. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Jason Tatum. Well, we've heard some people criticize the league's obsession with the three-pointer, saying the game is less fun to watch. You and I have talked to coaches who do not like the style of play. Would you agree with that?
You know what, I do, Kev, but it's all in the way that it happens. So let's talk about a team like Golden State, okay? Golden State shoots so many threes, right? But they don't shoot the most threes, and they have the best ball movement. And they still take the most number of twos. And so they have a balanced game. Now, they had 3 of the best shooters last season out of any team maybe in the history of the game. And they don't take the most threes, but then you have teams that have every guy shooting under 30%, and they're shooting 100 threes with no ball movement. Yeah, something's backwards. It's still about playing basketball and shooting threes, not shooting threes during a game that happens to be a basketball game, if that makes any sense.
It does. Perfect sense. And he's good on the second. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. White the pass to Baddest one. It's Brown on the wing. He's covered by Beal. Brown, good.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Outside, Beal. White against Smith. Kuzma passes to Smith. Shoots over White. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Masterful at timing. When to go after offensive rebound. Kuzma excels at getting the right position.
And White kicks to Tatum. No good on the triple.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And here's Miles outside. And no good that time.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but this off night has definitely been one factor here.
And it's Brown missing. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Wizards. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
This is Beal's game. A fantastic catch-and-shoot guy. He wastes no time in getting it out of his hands.
White finds Tatum. Back to White. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
A 29th pick in 2017 by the Spurs. Their injuries last year created an opportunity for Derek White to show Greg what he can do with steady minutes.
And White at 6'4", capable of manning either guard spot, a shooter, a playmaker, and an all-defensive team in college. He is definitely a keeper.
And the free throw, no good.
And a new regime in Washington as they have moved on from the previous GM. A lot to do here.
Yeah, GA, and it's not an ideal cap situation to work with. Fans are excited to see what can be done. They need to land a few big free agents. It hasn't happened for the Wizards in a while.
Now here's Kuzma. He's got 11. And it's Cook missing. Tatum passes to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot, but he's more about team.
Here is Cook. He's got 5. Miles with it. Now, here's Mahimi. Shot clock at 6. Here's Cook. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cook's got 7 points in the game.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Gallinari outside. Over Mahimi. And it's Gallinari missing. Wizards trail by 11. Kuzma kicks to Miles. Passes it to Beal. Lets it go from the wing. Again, the Wizards score. Boston's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Right side, Williams. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And a big summer for the Celtics. Some key decisions with multiple players hitting free agency.
Yeah, and with some comments from players like Terry Rozier in the offseason, you had a sense this roster could have a different look. I mean, now they're hoping the pieces fit and players can buy in with their roles.
And that one falls for Williams. Yes, I read this the other day, the NBA announcing the development of the BAL, the Basketball African League. They feel there's a lot of untapped potential there. I would tend to agree.
I'm so excited. I already put my name in the hat to go out there and work with and help develop these kids. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, just think about this. You want to know what type of talent is out there? Let's just start with Akeem. Then we go to Mutombo, Embiid. He's from Cameroon. How about Antetokounmpo, who has Nigerian parents? I mean, we can keep on going. How about Ibaka helped find Siakam. Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
There's some talent out there, baby. And, yes, I'm excited for the BAL, the Basketball African League. Africa, stand up, baby.
Now here's Beal. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. Brown the pass to Hachimura. Rebound by Williams.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration at times.
It's Brogdon on the wing. He's covered by Brown. The 11-footer. The kick out to Tatum. Beyond the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Tatum's got 13.
Has a great feel for where defenders are on the court. Tatum navigates himself nicely.
Beal the pass to Cook. Pass to Hachimura. Over Gallinari. The Wizards with another miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense. Forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Williams, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Is Smith, he's checked in for the Wizards. And so it's Washington with it. They trail by 16. The pass to Hachimura. Shot clock at 5. Can they get it? Here's Mahimi. And Mahimi with the stuff.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Now, here's Brogdon. Feeds to Williams. Outside, Smart. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. Wizards trail by 14. Smith dishes to Cook. Pass to Hachimura. Over Williams, and that one's good. Hachimura. Hachimura's got 6.
And a solid shooter from mid-range. Hachimura with textbook fundamentals.
Here's Smart. Takes it off the glass.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Smith, the pass to Mahimi. Pass to Cook. Back to Mahimi. To the middle. Here's Hachimura. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 8.
You have to push Hachimura out of there if you're the defense. He's a real problem on the interior.
It's Smart with the drive. Williams for 3. Rebound by the Wizards.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Boston leading by 12. Gallinari on the wing. He's covered by Brown. It's good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Here is Cook. Gallinari making his last shot. Here's Mahimi. Chalk up 2 there. Mahimi's got 4 points in the quarter.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the 3-point shot.
Passes it to Brogdon. He dishes it to Williams. Back to Brogdon. And again, it's Boston converting. Wizards trail by 14. Pass to Cook. Stolen by Smart. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Brogdon leading the charge.
And taking a look here at numbers for Gallinari, great showing for him last season. 4th in free throw percentage. And he also shot his way into the top 5 in percentage from long range. Just a knockdown shooter.
And yeah, he was money from the charity stripe. Only a handful of players shot a better percentage last season. Tremendous asset. First one falls for Al Horford. He's checked in for the Celtics. Brown comes in for Gallinari. And a switcher also for Washington. Howard's checked in for Ian Mahinmi. Brogdon hits them both.
And Chris, a very unique experience playing in the nation's capital. What was your time like with Washington?
Oh, I love DC. Oh, I love Chocolate City. I mean, the surrounding areas of DC love the team as well. There's something special about playing in the capital.
Now here's Howard. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Williams. Now Smart. Kicks it to Horford. The tray. Rebound by the Wizards. Howard's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. There's the pass to Cook. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Horford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. He hits Brown with the drive. Can't cash in from close range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Cook, the pass to Hachimura. And again, Washington, no good.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Brown. Elbow shot. Here's Williams, and finished off by Williams.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
Smith scanning the floor. And that one released in time, but no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Celtics out in front. They lead by 18. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next.
Just watch when I get me some. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah. Get you some. Can't wait till I get me some. Go ahead.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. Two guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Celtics, they've got Horford. Smart is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's Williams. And it's Brown in at the small forward. Now here is Smith. Howard in the post. He is guarded by Brogdon. Howard, good. Howard's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Wizards. Outside, Smart. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 18.
I like Smart being aggressive right time, getting into the lane, using his power and speed to his advantage.
Passes to Howard. He kicks to Smith. And here is Howard. Just 4 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Baddest one's checked in for the Celtics. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Kuzma's checked in. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Smart dishes to Horford. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And some teams have fancy dinners, guest speakers, and field trips. I mean, the Celtics culture is more straightforward. It's all about the work.
White, he's checked in for Smart. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Miles is checked in. Now here's White. Boston again missing.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
High post Howard. They double team Howard. Smith with a wide open look. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. 6 points for Smith. And that work ethic, the core of the Celtics values, are written on a big placard on their locker room wall.
Yeah, it emphasizes unselfishness, execution, toughness, and hustle. Those are the values of their team.
Wizards trail by 18. Pass to Howard. Dishes it to Smith. Not going to go that time. And it's Boston the other way. Brown outside. Buries it from 3-point range. Brown's got 22.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Smith outside. And there's the pass to Kuzma. Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know what? He's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and then pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But now I think, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. And so many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But, no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons, brother, out there in any of these games.
Now here's Miles, and Kuzma slams it in.
Wow, you see how fast he got off the ground? I love whenever Kuzma rises up to throw it down.
Right the pass to baddest one. A shot, and it's sent back by Howard, and he makes that one. 14 points for baddest one. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Miles against Brown. Here's Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from outside.
Can't quite find his 3-point touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half, but still none since the break.
White the pass to baddest one. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Smith finds Kuzma. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering Alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against each other. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
Free throw good, Kuzma.
And many people are high on Kuzma, an all-around player with a promising future given his impressive skill set.
Langford kicks to Tolliver. He hits Bradley on the wing. And he gets it to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now here is Smith. Pass to Gafford. Over Williams. Gafford misses.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Oh, that's just pure desire from Bradley right there. I mean, true determination to throw it down off the drive.
Smith against Bradley. Pass to Gafford. One negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union. Prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physical.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. And so I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone. And if we have that, it'll be better for everyone.
And the Wizards with possession following the bucket by the Celtics. And here's Boston. They're on a 19-7 run. Here's Tolliver. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Tolliver's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense. And it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Yeah, it's getting to him, GA. I mean, the lack of communication, the lack of trust.
Now, here is Smith. Smith missing again. Bradley with the ball. Over Smith. Bradley can't get it to go. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Kuzma, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Constantly knocking on the defense's door. I like the way Kuzma plays in attack mode.
And so many issues for this Wizards team the last few seasons have been due to a lack of an inside presence.
Yeah, inside scoring has been a problem, GA. I mean, they've had to lean heavily on outside shooting. Also, though, they've been struggling with rebounding.
And the first one drops. With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
Yeah, they love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my God. This would be great. Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans in. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be in one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
The Wizards shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. And Beal kicks to Smith. Good, it's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 6 assists in the game.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Now here's And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And after signing a 4-year, $52 million contract extension, Marcus Smart rewarded the Celtics, Chris, with the best season of his young career.
Yeah, his best shooting percentages by far. I mean, add in his continued progress as a playmaker. Don't forget he's the man on the defensive end. I think that's money well spent for Boston.
That free throw, no good. Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream. But there's also that added pressure, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at least when you play away from home, it's a little more quiet. You don't have to get as many tickets for the game. When I got a chance to play home in Detroit, it was one of the best moments of my life. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful feeling, but could I have handled it for 15 years in my career? I don't know. That's 30 tickets a game. Oh, I probably would have to go back into the NBA again just to pay for those tickets. But I tell you what, it's fun. And for me, a mama's boy, eating your mama's cooking before a game, it is never, ever, I've never had a better feeling before a game. Eating her food and being able to go out and play.
I bet. Pass to Tolliver. And the pass to Langford. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Washington. The kick out to Brown. Smith outside. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Williams. Boston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Outside Bradley. Swiped it away. Here's Hachimura. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 5 assists tonight. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Here is Tolliver. Outside Williams. Bradley passes to Williams. Clock at 6. Pass to Smart. Fires the 3. Rebound by Mahinmi. Mahimi's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Hachimura. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Smart. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect. Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the 3-ball in his last year of college, hitting over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Hachimura. And the NBA is seeming to be at the crossroads of sports and fashion and Chris, music. Do you think it's always been
Kevin.
this interwoven?
Oh, Kevin, please. You see the outfits they're wearing now? Now I got to be like the old fuddy-duddy, the old guy. Oh, my goodness. Guys are basically coming into the game like, did you turn on the lights before you got dressed in your closet? I mean, I know it's fashion. I'm not speaking about any one guy, but wow. I'm telling you, they've taken fashion to another level. And even though I joke about it, it's always fun anticipating what type of outfit I'm going to see guys walk in. Especially, I mean, come on. I love their games, and then I look and I say, wow. They have to be confident on the court because they wore that to the game today. They're confident in life all around.
Overall, right.
Yeah.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Smith the pass to Hachimura. Brown outside. A second chance effort. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Wizards, Ian Mahinmi. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The other day, Chris, I heard Commissioner Adam Silver talking about that it strikes him sometimes how isolated players can be with cell phones and headphones, and those things wouldn't help that. Is it something that you've noticed or that you're concerned about?
You mean with my nephews and nieces and friends that are younger and kids walking across the street looking at their phones and not even looking both ways?
You know, your play-by-play partner, whoever it might be.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You know, Kevin, those are the times. And so I would tell Adam Silver, Mr. Commissioner, that's a basketball problem. That's a world problem. How are we going to stop any of that? We're here now. There's no putting that genie back in the bottle, Kevin.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Boston.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for baddest one.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where he dominated the rebounding stats.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
Now, here's Langford. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Bradley, and it's good, 2 points.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Here is Cook. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Danilo, transition, big for your team. I assume that was a big focus tonight.
Yes, we want to run, and that's what we have to do every time. So that's what we did, and we played a great game.
Gallo, thanks very much. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.